Hi everybody, it's Ellie with a very quick Wellness Wednesday stretch. You'll probably want to be on the floor for this one, but it's possible to do it in a chair with your hands on a table or whatever's in front of you. So we're going to just get right into a tabletop position, so hands and knees. And we want our wrists to be right underneath our shoulders and our knees to be right underneath our hips. If you need your hands a little bit wider to support you, that's totally fine. So we're just going to do a couple cat-cows here. So inhale, drop the belly, lift the head, the crown of the head, press the heart forward, exhale, drawing into the lower belly, rounding through the spine. Inhale, heart comes forward through the gates of the arms, and exhale, tucking the pelvis under, pressing up through the heart space, drawing in through the belly. One more time. Inhale and exhale. And then just press back into a child's pose. So knees can be together or nice and wide here. Just come back and stretch out through the lower back and hips. Again, if your hands are on a table, go ahead and use some traction of your fingers. Pull back. Sway a little bit side to side here. Dropping the forehead. And big exhale out through the mouth. All right, we're going to move from tabletop into child's pose 3 times. So inhale, rising up to tabletop, and exhale, press back into child's pose. Inhale, rising up. Exhale, pressing back into child's pose. Inhale, rising up. Exhale, pressing back into child's pose. And we're coming back into our tabletop pose. We're going to stretch out the wrists and the forearms just a little bit. So take your hands and twist them out to the outside. We're going to point the fingers back toward us. If that's too much, you can keep them pointed out toward the edges of the mat. Just listen to whatever stretch feels good. You want to feel a stretch without having any discomfort. You can tuck your toes or keep them flat on the floor, and then if it's available for you, this might be enough as it is. But if you'd like to, go ahead and just stretch back gently, like a very, very soft, gentle rocking motion. Keep breathing. Imagine that you could breathe right into whatever space is feeling most stretched out. Coming back to the center, drawing through that belly, protect the lower back, and release the hands. Sitting back, just give the hands a few rolls in fists. And again, thumbs are out here, and then we'll tuck the thumbs in and do a few fist rolls like that, and come back into tabletop pose. And then we're going to actually sit back on the heels so not too much weight is in our hands, and we're going to tuck our hands under and place the backs of the hands on the mat. And you can come up, play around with this, just stretch back. This should be a pretty intense stretch for the backs of the forearms here. So be gentle, be soft. Big, huge breaths. Really great. And then slowly, slowly, slowly release them. Shake them out. Give the fist a few rolls. Big inhale, roll the shoulders back. Exhale, slide those shoulder blades down the back of the back. Okay, and then if you want to do one more, this is a pretty big stretch. We're going to come back into our tabletop, walk the hands forward about a handprint, tuck the toes under, and lift the hips up in a downward dog. Stay here as long as you want to. Pedal at your feet if it feels good. And then what we're going to do is we're going to walk forward any amount here. So bending the knees as much as necessary to get the hands on the floor. And then we're going to actually turn those hands under again and step on our hands. So this doesn't work well if you're wearing shoes, but it's a really nice stretch to try out at home. And then you can just kind of wiggle your toes around, and it's you're squashing all that muscle and blood in there, giving a nice little massage to your hands. Again, this should not hurt. If it hurts, please stop right away. Big inhales and exhales, and then slowly release the hands. Coming back to seated, we'll just shake out the hands. Hands on the knees, big inhale. Sigh everything out. This is how it is right now. You're doing awesome. I will just leave you with this quote from the Indian writer Krishnamurti. I enter fully into each experience and I come out fully from each of them too. I put the whole of me into all I do and out of all I do. Thank you guys so much for all that you are doing, and I will see you next time.